One band climbed onto the same television stage 106 times. Status Quo appeared on Top of the Pops more than any other act, from pictures of Matchstick Men in 1968 to The Party Ain't Over Yet in 2005. But on the 30th of July, 2006, that stage went dark for good. Top of the Pops was the world's longest-running weekly music show, and its ending closed a chapter of pop culture that had lasted 42 years. The BBC broadcast the final episode on BBC Two, ending a run that began on the 1st of January, 1964. For most of its life, it went out on Thursday evenings on BBC One, a fixed weekly ritual that told the country what it was listening to. The format was simple and it worked. Each show presented performances of some of the week's best-selling records, usually leaving out any track that was sliding down the chart, and it wrapped in a rundown of that week's singles chart. At the start, that meant the top 20. From 1969, it became the top 30. From 1984, it expanded to the top 40. The list of firsts and lasts reads like a history of British pop itself. Dusty Springfield opened the very first show with I Only Want to Be With You. The Rolling Stones were the first band to perform, playing I Wanna Be Your Man. And when the weekly show finally signed off, Snow Patrol were the last act to play live, performing Chasing Cars. Along the way, the program built its own traditions. Special editions aired on Christmas Day, and for years there was a second festive edition a few days later, turning the show into a fixture of the holiday season as much as a music chart. The channel that carried its final bow was itself a deliberate choice. BBC Two is the corporation's second flagship channel, with a remit to broadcast programs of depth and substance, covering comedy, drama, and documentaries, in contrast to the more mainstream pull of BBC One. A show that had once defined mainstream taste ended its life on the more considered of the two channels. For more than 4 decades, Top of the Pops was where a song became a hit in the public imagination, where a chart position turned into a moment on screen. Its close in 2006 marked the end of that shared weekly ritual, and the moment television handed the job of choosing the hits over to a new age of downloads and streams. That's it for this one. Watch this next. Why a truck turned Bastille Day into a massacre in Nice.